And hi everyone, it's me, Denny Daniel, and I'm here with
Bill Van Sickle.
and he has just gone through the whole museum. He came in from far away,
Denver.
and he's going to open up one of these packages. See, I got 3 over here, and I do this like a 42nd Street shell game, which I remember. I'm born and raised. So the way I do it is I mix them up like this. So I'm mixing them up like this. Here we go. Are you confused?
I'm very confused.
Excellent, good. So pick a package to open, any package.
Got it.
That one, excellent. Let me take these away, and I'll give you your scalpel. There you go.
All right. Wait.
And remember, you want to do this.
I think I can do it this way.
Oh, wow.
I'll give you back.
That just
You
kinda
notice I
opened.
know how to pass scissors.
Yeah, that just kind of opened pretty easy.
Uh-oh.
And it looks like you've opened an Edison cylinder.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. I'm in denial about glasses, so you're not seeing me do
I'll let you
anything,
pull
right?
that out.
Let's see which one this is.
Oh.
Oh, funny enough, we're here around Christmas, and you opened the 23rd Psalm. He lead me.
Oh.
He
Okay.
leadeth me.
Into still waters.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? That's
Yeah.
a really cool one to open.
Okay.
Wow.
Very cool.
So that is an original Edison cylinder
Wow.
record, and the name is on for the TV audience. There it is, the name, and the records. These are the nicest of the of the covers. I love these.
Wow.
So that would have one song. Early songs were only 2 minutes long, and the later songs, the records were only 4
And
minutes.
this would be just someone reciting.
Yeah, that would probably
Yeah.
just be someone
Now,
reciting, but
is
they had
this
music and everything.
is this Edison or is that the person
That's
reciting?
Thomas Edison himself.
That's
yeah.
Edison, a younger
they-
Edison. Very younger. I wouldn't have recognized him.
Yeah.
Most of the ones I've seen are the older pictures of Edison.
Yeah, these are early. These are
All right.
very early. This would be like
All right.
turn of the century. Yeah, that's a nice one for you to open. You were very interested in it.
Interesting.
And funny enough, here's someone reciting, and you were like a voiceover guy.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
this would have
here's-
been your voiceover.
That would have been my voiceover.
Yeah, the irony
yeah.
of you opening up something
Right.
that's more voice.
Right.
I get most of my records are music, but you opened one of the few records I have that's actually voiceover.
Okay.
And I've noticed that 80% of people that open up items for the museum,
Mm-hmm.
it tends to be ironic to their personality. So that's kind of funny that you opened the
Okay.
thing that works
All right.
perfectly with you. So that's a good one.
How did you start doing this?
It was kind of a long series of funny accidents. I always had a passion for antiques and collecting and all that, and then decided to do what I love for a living. So usually most entrepreneurs, it's part passion and part bad bosses. You want to do a Shawshank Redemption.
Wow, that's how I got into training.
There you go. See,
I mean,
everyone, it's
I
two ingredients.
was working for Comdal. I was a territorial manager. I found first I started off selling telecommunication systems. Then I became a manager, and then I became a VP of sales. Eventually, we sold our company.
Kind of telecommunication.
Well, phone systems.
phone systems.
Okay. After we sold our company, I was recruited to go to work for Comdal. Okay.
The ones that made this
selling. Yeah, and I
Mickey
was a
Mouse telephone.
territorial manager.
He was telling me that he worked for the company that made the Snoopy and the Mickey Mouse telephone.
Yeah, but I primarily I was repping their telephone systems, okay, like a
big
business
system,
telephone
right,
system.
yeah.
And I had a multi-state territory, and the distributors I called on didn't know crap about selling, so I started incorporating sales training into what I did. Okay, I wanted to develop the territory one way. The president of the company wanted to develop another way. We couldn't come to an agreement, and so
That's how you started.
I was, he wasn't going to leave, so I ended up leaving.
Right. Yeah.
And
that's how.
I said, well, I wonder if I can do this and make money off of doing this training.
That's what I was thinking with this.
And ironically, the first person I called said, I'm opening an office in Albuquerque. What would you charge me? What'll I need? I'm like, well, you need 1 day of basic telephony and 1 day of sales training. He said, oh, how much would you charge me for that? And I said, $500 a day. And he says, okay. And then I went, plus expenses. And I went, all right. I didn't have a course. So that's when I
how
had
it
the
started.
Osborne, and I had to create a course.
Yeah, so he was saying that he actually owned an Osborne, and that's what you used.
And that's what I
which we have
used.
two of
That's
them.
what I used. And what I ended up doing is I would I'd buy a list of telecommunications companies in an area. I developed a brochure. I hired telemarketers. They would call. I'd send out the brochure. They would call the telecommunications companies in the area. I would rent a hotel room, I'd rent a conference room,
Yeah.
and I'd rent a projector and had slides, and I would show up and I'd keep my fingers crossed that other people showed up and were willing to pay me.
Nice.
And
That's
eventually I ended up doing getting clients where I would do in-house workshops. If I had to ever go back to doing public workshops, that was a challenge, and
I'm sure.
that's how I. That's how my
I think
business.
that's how people start. They
That's
start with some
kind
sort
of
of
accidental.
yeah. You have a passion. You're leaving another location. Then somebody calls you up and says, "I need this,"
Yeah.
and you go, "Sure, I can do that." And you're
And,
PT
well, then you
Bonham,
also
so
realize
show
the
must
second
go on.
sale is not going to be anywhere near as easy as the first one. But you've developed these
But at
materials,
least you have the practice,
and you've developed the materials, and you say, well, now what?
and now you do it. Yeah, my first show, the Eureka show that we do, which is Eureka: The History of Invention, I've been doing now for 10 years, and it's the most popular show, and it was and it's still similar, pretty much the same almost as the first show, and it was one of those, okay, let's do it, I emancipated myself, and I never looked back, and I haven't had to go back and work for the man for many years. And that's what I teach my kids, that they should learn, love what they do and follow their passion. And you may have to work for a company, that's okay, but at least you love what you do, and you do it passionately, and you do it well. Mm-hmm. It's all about that. You don't have to, everyone doesn't have to emancipate themselves.
Let me ask you about some
but
of
at
the
least you should
stuff.
be happy. Let me scoot this guy's off. Bye, guys. That's a great inspirational story.